My beloved child, God says. Don't scroll. If this message found you today, it wasn't an accident. Stay until the end because what I am about to reveal may explain the silence you have been carrying in your heart. Your soulmate is about to do something that even they never imagined they would do. For so long they have hidden their emotions, convinced themselves to stay quiet, and tried to ignore the connection they feel with you. But silence has become too heavy for them to carry. Every day they wake up thinking about you. Every night they wonder if you are thinking about them too. The feelings they buried deep inside have only grown stronger. With time, they have reached a moment where pretending no longer brings them peace. My child, while you have been asking me why nothing seems to be happening, I have been preparing a breakthrough behind the scenes. Your soulmate has been fighting a battle that no one else can see. They have questioned their own heart. They have replayed countless memories in their mind. They have wondered whether reaching out would change everything or destroy everything. Fear has whispered for them to remain silent, but love keeps pulling them back toward you. The more they try to walk away, the stronger the desire becomes to know you, to understand you, and to finally speak the words they have been holding back. That I tell you this today because the season of silence is coming to an end. Something unexpected is building inside your soulmate. They are about to make a decision that will surprise even the people closest to them. They are tired of living with unanswered questions. They are tired of wondering, what if? They want clarity. They want truth. They want the chance to stop hiding what has been in their heart for so long. My beloved child, do not mistake silence for absence. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean I am not moving. I have been arranging every detail according to my perfect timing. The moment that seems impossible today can become reality much sooner than you expect. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a life-changing choice. And once that choice is made, nothing will ever be the same again. What they are preparing to do next will leave you completely speechless, my beloved child. The silence between you and your soulmate has never meant that love disappeared. It has only revealed how deeply they have been wrestling with their own heart. Every time they told themselves to let go, another reminder of you appeared. A familiar song, an unexpected memory, a dream in the middle of the night, or a feeling they simply could not explain kept bringing your name back into their thoughts. They tried to convince themselves that time would erase what they felt, but instead, time made those feelings even stronger. My child, I have been allowing this because some hearts must be transformed before they are united. Your soulmate has been learning lessons about patience, faith, forgiveness, and courage. They now understand that running from what I have placed inside them only creates more emptiness. Very soon they will stop listening to fear and begin listening to the peace that I have planted within them. That peace is leading them toward a decision they once believed they would never have the courage to make. While you have been wondering if they still remember you, they have been wondering whether you are still waiting. They have imagined what they would say if they finally had the chance to speak honestly. They have replayed that conversation in their mind again and again, hoping they will find the perfect words. My beloved child, I do not need perfect words to accomplish my perfect plans. I only need willing hearts. The walls around your soulmate are beginning to fall one by one. The fear of rejection is losing its power. The pain of the past is no longer controlling their future. They are becoming ready to take a step that will surprise everyone around them. What they choose to do next will not be driven by emotion alone but by a deep conviction that I have been guiding them all along. Stay with me, because what happens after this decision will reveal a part of your story that neither of you saw coming. My beloved child, the moment is approaching when your soulmate will no longer be able to hide behind silence. They have spent countless nights wondering if reaching out would change everything or if it would only reopen old fears. Yet every prayer they whisper leads them back to the same answer, you. I have been speaking to their heart in quiet ways, reminding them that what is real does not disappear simply because it has been ignored. Every time they tried to move forward without facing their feelings, an unexplainable emptiness remained. That emptiness was not meant to punish them, it was meant to awaken them. My child, I am using this season to show your soulmate that true peace comes through honesty, not avoidance. They are beginning to realize that keeping their emotions locked away has only delayed the joy I have prepared. Even those around them are noticing the change. They see a different light in their eyes, a deeper determination, and a hope that refuses to fade. While you have been wondering whether your waiting has any purpose, I have been aligning events that neither of you can see. Conversations are being prepared. Opportunities are drawing closer, and circumstances that once seemed impossible are quietly shifting in your favor. Do not allow doubt to steal the confidence that I am building within you. The silence you experienced was never the end of your story, it was the preparation before the breakthrough. Your soulmate is about to make a choice that will surprise even themselves. They are becoming willing to risk rejection instead of living with regret. They no longer want to spend another day wondering what could have been. My beloved child, when courage finally overcomes fear, miracles begin to unfold. The next step they take will create a chain of events that no one could have predicted, and when you see how perfectly everything comes together, you will know that it was my hand guiding every moment from the very beginning. The message they are preparing to send, the words they are rehearsing in their heart, and the decision they are about to make are all leading toward a moment that will change both of your lives forever. My beloved child, I want you to understand that courage does not appear all at once. It grows quietly, one step at a time, and that is exactly what is happening inside your soulmate right now. The person who once convinced themselves to remain silent is now beginning to imagine a future where silence no longer has a place. They have realized that losing the opportunity to know you would hurt far more than facing the possibility of rejection. This realization has changed everything. They are no longer allowing yesterday's disappointments to decide tomorrow's blessings. Instead, they are choosing to trust the hope that I have planted deep within their heart. My child, while your soulmate has been gathering the courage to move forward, I have been removing obstacles you never knew existed. Hearts are being softened. Wrong timing is becoming right timing, and closed doors are slowly beginning to open. Nothing is happening by accident. Every delay has been preparing both of you for a meeting that will be stronger because of everything you have endured. Do not believe the lie that you have been forgotten. I know every prayer you have whispered and every tear you have tried to hide from the world. I have been beside you through every lonely moment, even when my presence felt distant. Your soulmate has also cried silent tears, asking me whether they still have a chance to make things right. I have heard every one of those prayers. I have been teaching them that real love requires faith, honesty, and the willingness to take a risk. Very soon, they will stop overthinking every possibility and begin acting on what I have placed in their heart. Their next decision will not be made out of impulse but out of a peace they cannot explain. When that moment arrives, the silence that has separated your hearts for so long will begin to break. A single action, a single message, or a single unexpected encounter will become the beginning of a brand new chapter. And when you look back on this season, you will realize that I was never delaying your blessing. I was preparing it to arrive at exactly the right moment, in exactly the right way, according to my perfect plan. My beloved child, there is one final barrier your soulmate must overcome, and it is not distance, timing, or the opinion of other people. It is the fear that their heart may not be understood. For a long time they believed that keeping quiet was the safest choice. They thought silence would protect them from disappointment. But now they are discovering that silence has only kept them away from the peace they have been searching for. Every day I am replacing their fear with courage and their uncertainty with confidence. They have begun to understand that when I write two hearts into the same story, no amount of doubt can erase what I have planned. My child, while you have been waiting for a visible sign, I have been creating invisible miracles. I have been arranging conversations, opening unexpected opportunities, and placing people in the right places at the right time. Even now, your soulmate is noticing small confirmations that remind them of you. They can no longer dismiss them as coincidence because they happen again and again. They feel my gentle voice urging them not to let another opportunity pass by. Their heart is becoming restless, not because of confusion, but because the time to act is drawing near. They are beginning to realize that they would rather Take one brave step, then spend the rest of their life wondering what could have happened. My beloved child, do not lose hope because what I have been preparing is closer than it appears. Every prayer you have spoken has been heard. Every tear has been collected. Every lonely night has been counted by me. I have never stopped working, even when everything around you seemed still. The breakthrough you have prayed for is no longer a distant promise but an approaching reality. Very soon, your soulmate will make a decision that changes the direction of both your lives. The silence that once separated you will begin to disappear, replaced by honesty, healing, and a new beginning that only I could have arranged. When that moment arrives, you will finally understand why I asked you to trust me even when you could not see what I was doing, because my plans have always been greater than your fears, and my timing has always been more perfect than your expectations. My beloved child, the hour is coming when everything that once seemed uncertain will begin to make sense. Your soulmate has reached a place where they can no longer ignore the voice I have placed within their heart. They have spent enough time wondering, waiting, and questioning. Now they are beginning to understand that faith always requires a step forward. Every fear that once kept them frozen is slowly losing its power because my peace is becoming stronger than their doubts. They have started preparing themselves for the conversation they know they must have. They think about what they will say, how they will explain everything they have been feeling, and how they will finally stop hiding the truth. My child, while they are preparing their words, I am preparing the moment. I know the exact day, the exact hour, and the exact circumstances that will bring your paths together. Nothing will happen too early, and nothing will happen too late. My timing is perfect even when it feels slow. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's because I am writing a story that is uniquely yours. The waiting has not been punishment, it has been preparation. I have been strengthening your heart just as I have been strengthening theirs. The lessons you have both learned separately will become the foundation of the future I have planned. Your soulmate is beginning to realize that the peace they feel whenever they think about you is not something they created on their own. It is a gift I placed inside them to guide them toward their purpose. Soon they will stop fighting that feeling and start following it with confidence. My beloved child, there are blessings already moving toward you that you cannot yet see. Doors that remained closed for months are beginning to unlock. People who once stood in the way are losing their influence. Circumstances that looked impossible are quietly changing in your favor. Trust me through these final moments of waiting because the breakthrough is closer than you imagine. Very soon your soulmate will choose courage over fear, action over hesitation, and truth over silence. When that choice is made, a new chapter will begin that neither of you will ever forget. You will look back on every tear, every delay, and every unanswered prayer and realize that I was guiding every single step, leading both of your hearts toward a future that could only be written by my hand. My beloved child, you have come this far. Because I have been holding your hand through every season, even the ones that felt empty and hopeless. There were moments when you believed the story was over, when you wondered if your prayers had disappeared into silence, but I was never absent. I was working in ways your eyes could not yet understand. Your soulmate has reached a turning point where they no longer want to live with unanswered questions. They have realized that the greatest risk is not speaking from the heart, it is allowing fear to steal the future I have prepared. Every day their confidence grows stronger. Every prayer they whisper brings them closer to the decision that will change everything. They are no longer asking whether they should take a step toward you, they are asking me to show them the right moment. And my child, that moment is drawing nearer than either of you realizes. Even now, I am arranging details so perfectly that when everything unfolds, you will know it could never have been coincidence. The people who once created confusion will lose their influence. The obstacles that once looked impossible will suddenly begin to disappear. Doors that remained shut for so long will open one after another because no one can close what I decide to open. Your soulmate will soon receive one final confirmation that fills their heart with unshakable peace. It will be the sign they have been waiting for, and once they receive it, hesitation will no longer control them. They will choose honesty over silence, courage over fear, and faith over doubt. My beloved child, I also want you to prepare your own heart. Let go of the pain of yesterday and refuse to carry old disappointments into the new season I am bringing. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Release what needs to be released. Make room for the blessing I have been preparing, because a heart filled with peace can receive what a heart filled with fear cannot. Soon, a conversation will begin that neither you nor your soulmate expected, but it will feel as though I had written every word before either of you spoke. You will recognize my hand in every detail, and the waiting that once seemed endless will suddenly make perfect sense. Hold on just a little longer, my beloved child, because the final part of this message contains the promise I have wanted you to hear from the very beginning, a promise that will fill your heart with hope, peace, and confidence in my perfect plan. My beloved child, before this message ends, I want you to receive this promise with complete faith. Do not let the waiting convince you that I have forgotten your name. I have never looked away from your life, not even for a single moment. Every delay had a purpose. Every closed door protected you from what was never meant for you. Every unanswered prayer was shaping a greater answer than you could have imagined. Your soulmate's heart has changed because I have been changing it. The fear that once held them back is losing its grip, and the courage to follow what I have placed inside them is becoming stronger each day. Very soon, they will stop hiding behind uncertainty and begin walking toward the future I have prepared. The words they have been afraid to speak will finally find their voice. The questions that have Filled, both of your hearts will begin to receive answers. My child, I want you to remember this truth whenever doubt tries to enter your mind: what I have written for your life cannot be erased by fear, distance, delay, or the opinions of people. No one can steal the blessing that I have already assigned to you. If I have chosen the right moment for your paths to cross, nothing in heaven or on earth will prevent my purpose from being fulfilled. Continue trusting me even when you cannot see the whole picture, because I am arranging every detail with perfect wisdom. There will come a day when you look back on this season and realize that every tear you cried, every lonely night you endured, and every prayer you whispered in secret was leading you to a miracle that was worth every moment of waiting. Your soulmate will understand that my timing was never late, and you will understand that my silence never meant my absence. It meant I was working where your eyes could not see. So lift up your heart, my beloved child. Walk forward with hope instead of fear. Choose faith instead of doubt. Expect my goodness instead of expecting disappointment, because your story is not ending in heartbreak, it is moving toward healing, restoration, and the future I have lovingly prepared. I am the author of your story, and I never leave my work unfinished. Stay close to me, keep believing, and watch how I turn what once seemed impossible into a testimony of my faithfulness. If this message spoke to your heart, type Amen in the comments as a declaration of faith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs God's encouragement today. May my peace surround you, my love strengthen you, and my blessings guide every step you take. I am with you always. Amen.